I failed math every time, okay? When I finally decided I was going to go to college, they took me into Math 101. Well, I failed that, and so they said, well, there's another math you probably ought to be interested in, that's Math 96, and I failed that, and finally I just thought, you know what, that's not for me. But when I got started, and I started showing the compensation plan, I had to sit down and I'd practice it. And I wrote out these things that I'm going to show you on a piece of paper, and I carried this piece of paper everywhere I went, and if I didn't have that piece of paper, I was lost. And, but for the first couple of hundred presentations that I did, I just carried it until I eventually memorized this. So you don't have to stand up there and be the Tyler Daniels and spout it off. I literally just read from it. And if I sat down and I did a one-on-one, I just sat there and the people could see me. I was reading it off of here and I was writing it down from them. Why didn't I just show it? You know? Well, because there's a learning process. I knew that they would learn more if they saw me, or they heard me saying it and they also saw me write it. I'm trying to understand how people think. So once I get to the compensation part of the plan, you know, I said, okay, first where I start is with a preferred customer. So I write PC at the top. You know, a lot of people that are there at your meeting are just interested in having the product. We know that about 60% of the people, the volume that's created by this company is just through customers. Okay? And so a lot of people are like, well, okay, if the product's no longer at GNC, how do I get it? And what, you know, they're all excited about it. So, okay, there's a couple ways you can get this product. You become a preferred customer. If you want to buy it retail from the person that invited you, it's going to run you about $55 and some change with shipping and handling, okay? If you'd like to get it a little bit more of a discount, if you get on a thing called an auto ship, that's going to run you about $40 and some change, shipping and handling. So now that people understand, okay, I can get it there. So you've satisfied the person who's just the customer, okay? The next thing I want to tell people is, okay, if you want to be involved in the business, there's a couple options. The first option is, I call it just a basic distributor. Okay, so I write that right there. And the basic distributor is going to run you $50 to get involved. You can now buy the product at a wholesale discount price. You're going to qualify for some of the commissions, but not all of the commissions. Okay, it's important that you make that distinguishment. Okay, because I'm really trying to get people to understand the value of the Vantage Pack. So I'm going to explain to them, look, you're going to qualify for some of the commissions, but not all of them. Okay, and for that $50, all you get is product. If you would like to get paid, you need to purchase some product yourself, okay? And you need to purchase at least $100 worth of product, okay? That can be done through a thing called an auto ship. And I also explain, and people at this point, especially that they're looking at the basic distributor and like, oh man, $50, now they got me on the hook for the 100, I see how they're doing this. Okay, you got to explain. It's like, look, if all you had was one bottle of product shipped to your house, the rest can be subsidized or offset by your preferred customers. And I give an example, like my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is single. All she needs is one bottle of product a month. She has that shipped. She has a couple of customers, and so that makes up the difference. Okay, so I explained that process. Said, and really the whole time I'm trying to get people to understand the value of the Vantage Pack. Okay, so I write that up here in this corner. And so that you can get involved at a higher level, and the people that are really serious about the business would really like to take advantage of the timing, this is the one that you need to do. Okay, I make that distinction. I point that out. If you're serious about making money in this thing, and you want to, I start to now make some emphasis over here on Vantage Pack. I say that's going to run you about $600 to get involved. $535 of that is product. Okay, the rest of that is marketing materials. Now, at this point, I actually draw a square around that. And again, I'm drawing their attention to the Vantage Pack, trying to help understand how people think. You know, it's bringing their eye to this. It's now a focal point. And you're talking and everything. I said, you know, this is what my wife and I did. So I start pointing this out. And I said, if you want to get paid here, you can do a $100 auto ship or a $200 auto ship. Okay. So I point that out. And now those are the three ways that you can get involved in. I said, whatever one you choose, that's up to you. And I say, again, this is the one that my wife and I chose, and this is the one that the guys that are making the most money have chose. Okay? Next thing I do is I draw a circle right here, and I put the word you in it. At this point, I'm going to, you know, I said, look, all we're trying to do is help you explain this business to people. Recap of what network marketing is. It's just sharing information about a good product, good or service, okay? I said, all I want to do is I want to help you share this information with some of the people that you know. After I've written that, I'm going to draw 5 circles. Why 5 circles? Because we teach people to build your organization at least 5 wide. Okay? Not only it starts to imprint on their brain is how we're going to structure this business. So all I want you to do is invite these people to either your house or to the hotel meeting or lunch with us, where I can come and explain that information to them for you. Okay? I said, as we go through this process, if you have signed up at the Vantage Pack, and I put that right there, again, I'm starting to, people always say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Well, I was raised on a farm and a ranch. That's false. I learned that if you put enough salt in the oats and make them thirsty, when you lead them to water, they'll drink. Okay? So, again, I'm just salting the oats all through this process. I say, the company offers 30 different ways to get paid. I'm just going to show you a couple of them. Okay? People say, 30? Yeah. We got a couple of different categories on how to get paid, but there's actually 30 different ways to get paid. What a lot of people try and do when they're showing the compensation plan is trying to show all 30 ways. That is going to blow their head up. They've already listened to Procanum and what it's going to do and revolutionize the world and all this kind of stuff. Their head's already spinning, and now you're going to show them 30 different ways to get paid and how they quit their job and all this kind of stuff. You got to keep it simple. Okay? I say, okay, the first way the company's going to pay you is they're going to pay you a fast start bonus. Okay? And if you signed up at a Vantage Pack and you go enroll some people doing the exact same thing, when you enroll somebody, the company will pay you $210 for doing that. And I put the number 210 in the first 3 circles. Okay? Now if you notice, I didn't go up here and try and explain, okay, they got 40% of the 535 and this and that. No, just keep it simple. Okay? So look, when you enroll somebody a Vantage Pack, you're going to make $210 for the first 3 people that you enroll. I point out that right there you've made your money back. I said, and this is now another point, I said, this bonus right here is paid out weekly. Okay? That means if you enrolled these 3 people tomorrow, next week the company sends you a check for that amount. That right there sets a lot of people at ease. Now, next thing I do is I'm going to draw a little line in between that, number 3 and number 4. So then once you enroll your 4th person, the company's going to pay you $260. Okay? And they're going to pay you $260 for every Vantage Pack thereon for the rest of your business life that you enroll. Okay? Now, that's the first bonus. The next bonus that I'm going to show is called the infinity bonus. Okay, so I write the word infinity over here, and I'm going to put an asterisk right there. Okay, and I'm also going to walk over here and I'm saying this bonus is only if you do the Vantage Pack. Again, salt the oats. Okay, and what it says is that once you've enrolled your 4th person, that you now are eligible for this bonus. You unlock this bonus. When number 4 signs up his first 3 Vantage Packs, each Vantage Pack that he enrolls, you're going to make an additional $50. That also applies to number 5 and thereon. And so every time that number 4 signs up Vantage Pack after the first 3 of his Vantage Packs, you make $50. That also applies to the first 3 of those first 3. Okay? Now, you don't need to go write $50 in every one of these little deals and start, just keep it real simple and say that applies clear down to infinity. Okay? And that's really where I stop with the infinity bonus.